Hello and welcome back to Oracle of the Divine Ophite. And please remember to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you hear anything that resonates with you in this reading, please like the video and also feel free to share it with others if you feel it might benefit someone else. And this reading is actually turned out to be a part 2 to a previous video I did. And I will leave a link to that video in the upper corner of the screen of this video in case anybody wants to check it out, which I think you should. After that video, I actually just felt compelled to pull a few more cards. At the time I ended the video, I felt like there was nothing else that was going to come through, but then suddenly after I signed off, something else came through. So I decided to post that as well. So I've already meditated on these cards and got the initial message. So let's get started and see what else comes through on this topic. So the last video was about someone who is a natural born leader. And I felt like there was some interference in that video because when I went to post the video, there was actually a lot of sound interruption. That never happens. I don't have any issues with my equipment, but it was just really strange. There were all sorts of glitches, and I found that the glitches were occurring strangely upon particular words or particular parts of the reading, almost as if someone or something were trying to distract from important parts of the reading. So it was very strange. So I kind of felt like there was definitely some energetic interference with that reading, and that it must be very important. And the fact that this message is now coming through as an extension to that reading lets me know that yes, indeed, that message was for somebody out there who has a very important part to play in some big events of the future. So the person or people I'm speaking to out there, you are natural born leaders. You are meant for something really great. You're meant for something much bigger than what you have previously believed your life was going to turn out to be. There's something very important that you're going to either do, be a part of, contribute to, but there's something coming up in the near future that you're going to be a very integral part of. And everything up until this point has been a sort of a spiritual preparation for that particular point in your life, which is coming up soon. So this person, as I've said, this person is going to end up holding some sort of a position of authority, whether that's an authority figure on a mundane level, like owning a business or, running some sort of a company or some sort of an organization that does important things or does something particularly important, or perhaps being a spiritual leader of some sort, someone who massively contributes to the spiritual health and well-being of a community or a group of people. This person has developed over time a very, very deep, abiding sense of peace. This person has a sense of peace and knowingness about them that, it didn't just come suddenly. It was something that was developed through suffering, something that was developed through going through these very difficult challenges in life time and time again, and coming through the other side with the wisdom, not coming through unscathed, but coming through with a particular wisdom that can only be gained through experience. So this person has that, and other people are very attracted to that even now, but they're going to be even more attracted to that in the future and in years to come. So this is where this person's authority and leadership comes from. It comes from their own particular spiritual experience and their own ability to navigate spiritual challenges with wisdom, compassion, and a certain peace that other people find it difficult to find in trying times within themselves. This person is going to be someone that when people feel like they need help or they need assistance or they need advice, this is someone that people are going to feel very comfortable going to, because they will know, and they will both know from word of mouth of this person's experience and wisdom, but they'll also just feel it. They'll feel it from the vibrations that the person gives out on a daily basis. It'll just be, that person that, if someone's having an issue, whether it's big or small, they'll say, wow, I'm going to go and ask this person, because they will trust that this person will know the right direction to take, or will at least say something or do something that will point them in the right direction, or assist them in figuring out the issues for themselves. And through continuing on this path, this person is going to gain a large amount of both spiritual and mundane authority, both in their lives and in the lives of people around them, and possibly even people far and wide. As I said in the last video, this has the potential to get very, very big over time, because as this person continues to spiritually develop and gain more and more a sense of enlightenment, and they continue to pass that light on to others, their spiritual fame, so to speak, their wisdom, their fame and their wisdom will grow, and more people will know about it as time goes on. Now, the other message that I'm getting here is that even though this person is going to be very well loved and very well respected, there are also those out there who will be jealous, they will be intimidated, they will be afraid of this person. There always are, for anybody that has observed life. You'll see that if someone's greatly loved, they're also greatly hated, almost in equal measure, at least by some. And so there's somebody in this person's life that, they appear to be a friend. They appear to be somebody who is in support of what this person is doing and the growth that this person is experiencing currently. But in actuality, they're not. In actuality, they are working kind of behind the scenes, both on a spiritual level and on a physical level, to try to hinder this person from the growth that they are basically destined to experience. And I think this was the main message of this reading, actually. It was a warning that, this person is going to become a leader. They don't even really have to try that hard. All they have to do is just be themselves. All they have to do is just continue on their current trajectory, their current spiritual path. And it's inevitable that they will reach this position of authority and spiritual power and empowerment, and they will be a guiding light to others. But the warning is to, to some extent, keep shielding yourself spiritually. Not to be paranoid, but definitely, keep your spiritual guard up, and also keep a close eye out for people that seem to contradict themselves in regard to their words and their actions. What I mean by that is it's really easy to tell if someone is sincere by just seeing if their words match up with their actions. It's very easy for someone to look you in the eyes and tell you that they care, or they love you, or they have your best interest in mind. But then when you actually see how they treat you in real time, and the things they do in real time to supposedly show that affection, that caring, that love, quite often those actions don't match up with the words that they've previously spoken. So, just keep an eye out. But whoever I'm speaking to is a spiritually wise person. So this should be fairly easy and simple for you to do, if this is you, if this is resonating with you. If you continue to keep a lookout for, dangers and pitfalls and, people that are kind of working at odds, working against what you're trying to accomplish. Can continue to work hard, continue to move forward. You will be getting ahead slowly but surely. It might seem like a slow process, but actually, in the grand scheme of time, things will happen very quickly. You'll notice that before long, your entire life will have turned around from what it was just a few months ago. I'm actually getting the sense that there's a very big change coming for you around the month of March next year. March seems to be ringing out in my feelings and in my mind as being an energetic turning point, where the momentum that you've been building over the past few months up until this point and continuing into the new year is going to really, really kind of explode and branch out, and you'll just see this incredible growth spurt in what you're trying to do coming in March. So keep a lookout for the month of March being an important month for you next year. This is a time that will signal both intense spiritual growth and also quite a bit of financial growth as well, quite a bit of material manifestation for what you've been trying to accomplish. Keep an eye out for new opportunities around this time, and new paths opening up as you open up spiritually and you continue to push forward with your goals and you continue to become the leader that you're destined to be. Other people will notice this as well. I see an opportunity for real, like an actual leadership position opening up for you within the next few months, where, someone may in fact come to you noticing your leadership skills and noticing how good you are with people and how good you are with situations, and actually ask for your assistance in that regard with something that they're endeavoring to do, or something that, a path that they're pursuing. They might find your skills and your wisdom valuable and be willing to actually pay you for you being willing to share some of that skill and some of that wisdom. So keep a lookout for that. The other thing that I am sensing from this reading is that you need to just keep incrementally increasing your efforts, however that might manifest for you. So, if you've been doing a certain thing over a certain course of time, and let's say you've been doing such and such 2 times per day, well, inch it up to 3 or 4 times per day, just to, kind of continue to build that momentum slowly over time. It's not as though there's a rush, but it's just a matter of kind of putting a little bit more pressure and expanding. I think that's the key word, is expansion. There should be an expansion of your efforts. So perhaps coming up with new and different ways to express yourself, to express your creativity, to different ways to get the message across of what you're trying to get across, if that's something that resonates with you. If you're someone who tries to get messages out to people, or tries to teach people things, or tries to show people something in the realm of creativity, look for new ways to do it. Look for, innovative, interesting ways to, get the same message out, or, get the same creative project out in different ways. Just expansion in general, new channels, new marketing channels, like whatever that might mean for you, take it how it resonates. If you continue to do that, your work will speak for itself. You will see a lot of success coming in. You will see the financial gain. You'll see the wisdom manifesting into accolades. But just, keep an eye out, because I am sensing that there is specifically, either a small group of people, or, one person, 1 or 2 people, not a large group, but could be anywhere between 1 and 3 or 4 people that would really like for you to not be successful in what you're trying to do. They might even be willing to go so far as to do certain negative energetic things and, send them your way. They are definitely speaking badly about you. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of, let's call it evil eye, just talking negatively about you, trying to observe what you're doing and then speaking negative things on what you're doing. And so this is why it's very important to keep your energy clean, keep your energy pristine, keep your energy up, keep your frequency up, keep your vibration strong, do your cleansings, do your nature walks, do your cleansing rituals and baths, anything you have to do to keep your energy up and keep your energy positive. And, if you happen to hear anything negative come back to you from these people, absolutely ignore it, wash it out of your energy. Don't even bother to send it back to them, because that's participating and interacting in it. So, don't even interact with the energy. Just keep raising your vibration to the point where their negative energy can't even touch you. And this is a big thing for you because you're very empathic and you're very energetically connected. So in the past, it's been very easy for people to infiltrate your energy because of your empathic nature. So now you're being asked to actually move above the state of empathy into the state of wisdom. Empathy is a pre-state to wisdom. It is the first step in achieving wisdom, but it is not the final step, because many an empathic person have been attacked and actually really taken down by their own empathy. So in order to truly be a leader and a wise guide to others, we must step out of empathy into sympathy, where we actually understand what another person is going through. And we can identify with what they're going through, but we don't actually feel it ourselves. We don't take on their burdens energetically. We don't want to be doing that. We want to be able to maintain a position of objectivity and strength in the face of dealing with other people's issues and negativity. And if we can do that, if we can step out of empathy into sympathy, then we can actually become a wise figure that people can come to and tell us many, many, many things, many deep things, possibly disturbing things. And we can actually advise them from a point of being identified but disconnected to what they are going through. Because if we just find ourselves in the same state that they're in, then we're no help to anyone. So a big part of your path to becoming this wise guide is learning how to advise without becoming immersed in other people's issues and other people's problems. And that also has a lot to do with people who wish harm on you. A person can only inflict harm on you if you are actually energetically connected to what they're trying to do. So if you can maintain what I like to call energetic sanctity, which means that, my energy is my own, your energy is your own. I can feel your energy, I can sense your energy and sense what it is, but it does not become my energy, because my energy is separate. This is kind of what you're being asked to explore at this point, which will be something new for you, because as I've said, you're very empathic, you're a very compassionate person, and you're used to kind of immersing yourself in other people's sorrows. But in the future, you're going to have so many people depending on you that it will actually be impossible for you to do that. You won't be able to immerse yourself in the sorrows and difficulties of, possibly thousands and thousands of people. So what you'll need to do instead is be able to maintain a sense of energetic distance, while at the same time showing compassion and being able to identify with what people are presenting to you. So I think that is... I'm trying to see if anything else comes through. Give me a moment. One more thing. You might find yourself at the moment feeling a bit tied down, feeling a bit like you want things to move faster than what they are moving. You want everything to just be, big and wonderful right away, but don't worry, it's coming. The pace that things are moving at is very... It's reasoned divine timing. Things are happening the way they're meant to happen. So simply enjoy the process. Enjoy the process of becoming who you are becoming. Enjoy the process of gaining and embodying this newfound wisdom. Enjoy the process of building whatever it is you are building. And enjoy the process of learning what it means to be a leader, of what it means to be a true leader, someone who leads people with wisdom and with heart, not with fear and intimidation. And this is going to be the new way for the world. The future way for the world is we will have new groups of leaders that are coming from the heart space, and they're coming from a heart space full of wisdom and experience, not, coming from leading through intimidation, fear, and the sword, or, leading through money or things like this. The new generation of leaders will be people like you who are leading from the anointed heart space. And this is who you're becoming. This is who you're choosing to be. That's why you're becoming this person, because you're actually consciously choosing to become this person. And that is a beautiful thing. Okay, so trust the process. Be patient. You will start to see things happening by March of 2026. Guaranteed. And I think I'm going to leave the message there. So thank you for joining me. If anything in this video resonated with you, please like the video, share it with others if you feel so inclined. And once again, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do. This is Oracle of the Divine Ophite, and I wish you all the best and all blessings, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.